Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic, Colorado versus TCU. Look. Matter of fact, before we go even further and get into that, I wanted to say thank y'all for ingratiating yourself with Rostro. He's a great guy. I've been kind of squeamish of putting him on here because sometimes he can be kind of eccentric, like mean eccentric. But, White Tro told me give him a chance, and I said I promised him a chance. He came on here, he delivered, a great host, and you guys loved him. So I'll make sure, like I said before, I told him I'll read let him read all the comments from my phone. So, I'm definitely happy that you guys loved and embraced him. And he told me straight up, he was like, yo, you got to give me another shot. I was like, it looking like I'm going to have to. So thank y'all for supporting and liking out Rostro. He was definitely happy about it. Definitely happy. But back to this TCU game. Boy, was Nitro right. Listen, when Deion Sanders, I like receipts because I do that a lot with people because I'm, this is what I do. So when he was switching from Jackson State, I heard a lot of naysayers and I heard people taking different sides, critiquing and going after him two different ways. And this is the TheWunderkindShow. We could talk candidly. You had, let's say black people going at him saying he was selling out, leaving an HBCU and going to almost a predominantly like 98 or 99% all white school. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the other side, let's say other nationalities or whatever, saying that this isn't an HBCU, this is a higher level of competition. You're not just going to be coming here and dominating. It's going to take time and stuff like that you're probably not going to have, and your name is going to hold water here. So, hey, and he was called for nepotism for his son being his quarterback. So, I just want to say this, right? Because I'm one of those people that if you show me you're right enough, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And a perfect example I could use of that is, I'm in Florida. We get a lot of hurricanes. Anybody on that coast gets a lot of hurricanes. Alabama, Louisiana, Texas. We get hammered by hurricanes almost every single year. And there's a guy on YouTube, a Caucasian man with a ponytail. He has accurately called every storm. Even before the newsroom. He was saying that this was going to be a Category 4 storm, the last one, Idalia. Before they even thought it was going to be it's going to be a Category 4 storm. I don't see what they're seeing. If you look right here and see right here, it's going to get, because of the water's heat. And he's showing all these different graphs and everything going into it. Truly a student of what he does. And I watched him a couple times. He's never wrong. He's never wrong. He called Ian. He called a couple storms. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to follow it. Not giving him the benefit of the doubt because he hasn't been wrong yet. Same thing with Coach Deion Sanders. He told you. He said, I'm going to do this. You cannot stop what God has blessed. And he said, my son, even though he's going to have to work for it, will most likely be my quarterback, but he's going to have to work for it. He's going to have to work for it. And guess what? He got Travis Hunter, right? The guy, everyone said, oh, he's good, he's great. Yeah, but he was going against lesser competition and whatever else. And he'll see real competition when he gets to the higher levels. Because, this is a higher level of football. I want to read something to y'all. Deion Sanders' son, the one that was only succeeding because of nepotism, he attempted 47 passes and completed 38 of them for 510 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, and 0, see my eye, right? See my eye? You see it? You see it? Interceptions. And on top of that, they dropped about 5 balls, that would have put him well over the 600 passing mark. And that's fact. So he went up in competition and played way better against the now harder competition than he ever did in the HBCUs. This is why I try to tell people, you don't know what you're talking about. And stop disagreeing with the TheWunderkindShow. I call it as I see it. That's what I'm saying. We built this on integrity. Listen, Deion Sanders has succeeded in football in everything he's done, from coaching, playing, everything he's done. Baseball, if it's sports related, the man succeeds. Why would I bet against him? Why? Everybody's always saying, oh, Deion, you can't do it like this. And every time, all it does is give him more fuel. I can't do what? What did you fix your mouth to say to me? And now you're looking at what's going on. It's funny. It really is. And now he has playmakers all over the field, and a lot of them are from the HBCUs that y'all said could not succeed at this level. That's what a lot of people were saying. I keep receipts. That's what y'all was saying. Y'all was saying, oh, they're playing against lesser competition, and they're not even great themselves. They're just great. They look great because they're going against them. They're not going against the top of the top. Well, TCU came what last year? Exactly. And who just got beat? Who? Exactly. Live with your shame. Look at this. Look at this. Edwards. What's it called? 5 receptions for 135 yards receiving, 27 yards a clip, and 3 receiving touchdowns. And the same corner who plays wide receiver full time, because Travis Hunter played the entire game. He played wide receiver full time, cornerback full time. The man had an interception, 3 pass breakups, right? Remember, this is against better competition, and he had 11 receptions for 119 receiving yards, 10 yards a clip, bro. And he would have had more if he didn't drop the other one in the end zone. The man dropped like a 60, 70-yard pass or something like that. Bro, stop. Listen, football is football. No matter what level you go to, football is football. A lot of the kids that go to HBCUs and stuff like that are not less talented than the ones that go to the big names. Deion is showing you guys that in real time from multiple positions where you guys would never give them a shot. Never. And he's doing it with a smile on his face. You remember some of the stuff that they were saying when he had left Jackson State? And check this out. Jackson State, he left it in 100 times better predicament than it was when he was coming in. Better facilities, better arena, better everything. That's how you do it. You don't leave a situation in a poor way. You leave it in a better situation. You fix it up, and you can move on and feel proud of what you did. See, the problem is people try to put them in a box. And the funny thing is, Colorado better be very, very careful, because here's another thing that people are not realizing. If Deion Sanders, right, comes in and dominates from Colorado and wins, he would be able to name his price and destination for any other collegiate coaching job. Because you have to understand something. He's not just coming in there as a successful coach. He's coming in there as a successful athlete. He is the greatest cornerback to ever live. And the man was a dual sport star. When you talk about not only being able to play defense at a high level in the NFL, but he was able to play offense at a very high level in the NFL. And on top of it, he was able to play MLB baseball at a high level. The man is a freak. He can diagnose freaks. And one thing that he's able to do, unlike other people that are able to do, he can rally the troops. And he likes to teach. There is something. I remember there was an interview between him and Shannon Sharp. And Shannon Sharp said, look, I can't be no coach. Because if I tell you to do something you don't do it, I'm going to look at you like, are you dumb? But when you're dealing with people that don't understand it, that hasn't been where you are, you have to be able to talk to them, teach them, work them through those things, let them make their mistakes, and then coach them through it. You understand where I'm coming from? That's why so many great players aren't great coaches. Because they're like, why can't you just do this? Well, because they're not as talented or as good as you. That's why. But Deion is not just talented physically. He's talented mentally. He's talented religiously. He's talented as a teacher. And now what you're doing is you have to sit there and eat crow, and I heard crow tastes a little gamey, and I heard a lot of people got a whole mouthful of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to eat that crow. Either you want to bake it, flambe it, roast it, fry it, do what you need to do, but eat the crow wholeheartedly with your eyes open like this. You know why? Because you deserve it. You guys, and the funny thing is, when all this stuff was coming out with Deion, you guys were blasting, and not the people that follow the show, but people on Twitter were blasting people that were defending Deion from both sides. So you couldn't even, like, if you defended him, you had like a lot of blacks who were supporting the HBCUs coming at you. Then you had other people that supported all these other establishments like the Alabamas and stuff like that coming at you saying he thinks he's the man, he's not the man. Do you know why a lot of times people don't like Deion Sanders? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because, and we go here as a channel, you know that, we're honest. He is a man, he's a black man that tells you what he's going to do. And then he goes out there and does it. Let me tell you this right now. I don't care if you're white, black, green, red, or have a shining hue when you wake up in the morning. Not many people in this entire world can tell you to your face what they are going to do on a grand scale, and it come to pass almost every single time. You understand where I'm coming from? There's very few people like that. You have people like Elon Musk that's achieved stuff like that. He's like, yo, I'm gonna make Tesla this big thing, and everyone like, ha 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 ha. I'm gonna make electric cars this big thing. Ha 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 ha. Now what's happening? Everyone's just like, it's not fair. There's very few people that can tell you what they're going to do and have the mental and physical fortitude to see it through to make sure that it becomes a prophecy and it becomes truth within itself. There's very few people that could do that. Deion's one of those people. He's one of those people. Now, hey, that Colorado's winning. Colorado, if they win this year, or come close to winning this year, Colorado is going to have to do whatever it takes to keep him in the building. And honestly, I don't think they have what it takes to keep him. I think all this is a springboard for him to pick where he wants to go next. And Deion is somebody that nobody knows what Deion is going to do only people that know what Deion's going to do is God and Deion. That's it. So shout outs to Prime. What's up to all the haters and the naysayers? Because you were wrong again. I told you, I'm one of those people. You can flame me all you want. I'll wait in the back after you flame me like this. Woo, woo, woo. Whistling Dixie, sitting back, chilling. And then once I am proved correct, I come back every year like a Mariah Carey Christmas song. Just pop up on you. And I'm there. And now you got to deal with me. See, that's the bad part. People don't like dealing with me. You know where I'm coming from? So shout outs to, Deion. And also he's going through a medical situation. Man almost lost his leg. Shout outs to his son. Shout outs to Travis Hunter. Shout outs to the other receiver that absolutely played outstanding. This is one of the best stories, if not the best story overall in all college sports and the entire sports landscape. I don't care what you play: MLB, basketball, NBA, NFL. All of them, all the other college football teams, they're all watching. They're all watching. And you know what they're watching? Greatness. And it smells good. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. You know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. You know I like the comments. And if you have not already done so, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes. 3 tiers of excellent content goodness that you get, and extra stuff for like clothes and stuff for sweepstakes, for free merch. Check it out. Tell me what you think, all right? And if you want to help this show grow, especially get new equipment, bottom of the screen, QR code to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do, and the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. But once again, like I said, this is The Wunderkind Show. This show is Dr. signing off, and as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.